All right, okay, I got my notes. So did a 10-hour shift and 10-hour shift this week. I think that's probably my second time doing it, and I get like an hour break. So I took that break at my good friend's place. They live nearby, so I chilled there for a bit, and I took a break from hitting the gym. I've been overtraining the past couple of weeks. Bro, shush. And I've been getting like backaches, so I've been trying to heal that. And I polished up my resume so I can start, job hunting for brand strategist roles, creative strategists. And then I'm back on my calorie deficit this week. Since last week, I had a maintenance. Since I dropped 4k, yeah, 4 kg. So I wanted to, regulate my body so I can then push and drop another 2 kg. Actually, no, I dropped 6 kg. So then now I'm back on my calorie deficit, so I can drop down another 2 kg before I start my lean bulk phase. But yeah, that's pretty much what happened this week. And this week, honestly, I think this week is more of like a mental aspect. I didn't really get to do much of Pioneers of Greatness since I'm waiting for payday so that then I can get some fabrics to start doing up the samples. The third sample for the PoG denim jacket. And yeah, man, the 10-hour shift this week, that shit fucking long, man. I'm telling you, being on your feet for 10 hours is is tiring. And luckily, they do give you like an hour break. So that was chill, and it was just so nice to just have a little break outside of that place. And good thing my good friend lives nearby, so I just crashed there and talked about job hunting, improving my resume and all of that shit to try and land a 9 to 5, because man, going back into hospitality after, five plus years, I just I just realized how easy I had it when I was in architecture doing the whole 9 to 5 thing, working from home, and then freelancing, doing that at home too, and then at times in office when needs be. But yeah, nah, I actually prefer that sort of day job, corporate role, office job vibe. Freelancing to me isn't a full-time gig. That's why I picked up the whole bar job shit. And it's something that I'm trying to slowly pivot away from, unless there's projects or clients that I'd like to work with. But the main goal is to stay away from that freelancing, and then obviously pivot away from the bar job I have at the moment and get back into the 9 to 5, have a day job. And like I said, I wanted a strategist, like a brand strategist role, so at least I can leverage my brand building and branding experiences from the past 3 to 4 years of, freelancing and working at startups and doing freelancing and whatnot. But yeah, now this week, like I said, it's mainly focusing on like my mental and my physical, physical body. Like I said, I had these aches in my back. I still have it right now, and it's slowly, getting better. But it just kind of made me rethink. Like, man, I actually enjoy hitting the gym, and then when I'm unable to do so, or at least I'm unable to do it in a frequency that I want to be doing it at, then I'm like, damn, I took it for granted when I wasn't working out and that type of shit. And that was last year, man. Like last year, 2024, I spent a good half of the year just not even working out, or even a little bit more. But now that I'm slowly getting back to the whole routine of it, to the point of just overtraining, I'm like, fuck. Now that I have to like pause, slow things down a bit, I'm like, damn. That's why you gotta take care of your body, because it's always the things that you aren't able to do that you kind of long for. So that's sort of the thing that I've been thinking this week. And yeah, shout to Salma. She helped me improve my resume this week. And fuck, man, when I compare the resume I did myself and then the one that my good friend helped me with, I'm like, it's like night and day, man. And it looks hella professional. So I'm like, yes, come on. It's only a matter of time before I land a high paying 9 to 5 role. Fingers crossed it's within brand strategist, creative strategist, because I really want to stay away from the whole design shit. I'm cool with that. I'm done. I've said this before. I'm done with that shit. Like doing that type of shit in the corporate work space. Of course, for my own shit, Pioneers of Greatness, my own personal brand, that's still something that I will do. But within my day job, I'd rather not be doing that and focus on like the strategic part, just building the branding strategy, creative strategy, and then delegating the creative, the design to a graphic designer, to a designer, and whatnot. And obviously, it helps that I have the design background, creative background to function within a strategist role. And yeah, like I said, health is wealth. I mean, did I say it? I think I must have said it before in the past entries. But yeah, nah, you gotta keep your health up. And for me, I've overtrained myself the past couple of weeks, and the past couple of months, I've been having poor sleep, mainly because of the bar job. It doesn't have fixed hours where I could just, build a routine. But actually, that's an excuse. See, that's an excuse. Because my earliest shifts are 9:30 a.m. and I'd have to wake up what 8 a.m. That's not even bad. So if I just wake up 8 a.m. every single day and sleep at midnight, because the latest my shifts finish is midnight, and I'd probably get home by 1 a.m. An hour difference, that's fine. But yeah, I've been lacking sleep, man. That's what I've been saying this so much, man. I only get 5 to 6 hours sleep, and that means I'm missing out on three, 2 to 3 days of sleep every week. I don't know how the hell I'm functioning, but I do take a lot of naps, so maybe that bumps it up a bit. But it's not good. That's probably why my back is aching because I'm not getting proper rest, and it's not healing as quick as it could be since I'm not getting the proper rest that. What the fuck is wrong with my throat, man? Shit. My bad. And yeah, I didn't really get to do much this week regarding Pioneers of Greatness. But that's cool. Sometimes you get these days, these weeks, where in terms of products and whatnot, nothing's moving. But in terms of documentation, planning, that's still moving the needle nonetheless. And this week, I think the main, I would say the main, I hate it when there's like shit outside happening. The mic probably didn't pick it up, but yeah, it's a bit loud. Um, yeah, longevity, man. Especially when you want to build a business, you gotta take care of your health. Because this whole thing is all about longevity, like how far can you, last? And yeah, you want to outlast your competition, and whether it be yourself as your competition or your other competitors within the market. But yeah, you just gotta outlast the competition and keep pushing. So you gotta prioritize your health, and that's what I need to be doing, especially with sleep, eating good, not overtraining, and having including periods of rest. I think I saw this video on social media. It was saying how rest is also like a huge part of training. Like you need to make time for rest so that you're able to train harder on the next session. Because if all you're doing is training, 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 you don't give your body enough time to, build up, recover, and feel close to 100%. So that's something I need to include into my routine, because if you don't, then you'll crash and burn. No one can just work, 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 and work. Train, 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 and train. You gotta have your rest in between those periods. But yeah, I think, is that everything this week? Yeah, it hasn't really been that productive in terms of building my brand, Pioneers of Greatness. But we are moving other needles in my life, from the whole job hunting shit, resume, being able to rest, giving myself some time to rest. But yeah, man, fuck. That's it for me. That's all I got for today, for this entry this week. I'm out. Peace.